May I come in, sir?
Please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Take a seat, Aryan.
Thank you, sir.
Could you give us a brief introduction, please?
Sir, myself, ARYAN Sharma. I am from Gumarmi, district Bilaspur, Himachal Pradesh. I have done my graduation from NIT Hamirpur in BTech Mechanical Engineering. Then I have worked for 1 year in the EXL services. After that, I was preparing for UPSC, CSC. This is my first attempt. My optional is anthropology.
What attracts you to the civil services? You have a professional degree.
Yes, sir. The diversity and the challenges the civil services offer and the groundwork which it offers are the two things which attracts me most towards this service.
You are interested in badminton and cricket.
Yes, sir.
On the team level, can you give me one accomplishment of the Indian men's badminton team over the last couple of years, which had never happened before?
Sir, the Indian men's team won the Thomas Cup last year, so that's the one achievement which have not happened.
Very good. Now tell me another thing. Another accomplishment by the doubles pair, Indian doubles pair, which had never taken place before, happened recently in terms of rankings, world rankings.
Sir, I'm not sure about their rankings, the Satvik and Reddy, but they have recently come up as the runners-up in Malaysia Super.
They achieved the world #1 ranking, which no pair from India has done before.
Okay.
What are the names?
Sir, Satvik and Reddy, I do not know the complete names.
Satvik Sairaj Ranki Reddy
Okay.
and Chirag Shetty.
Chirag Shetty, sorry.
Chirag Shetty comes from which area?
I am not aware of.
Maharashtra. Now, have you heard of the term Industrial Revolution 4.0?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Tell me
industrial.
something about it. Try and give me the essence in 3 sentences.
Industrial Revolution 4.0 is the new technology which combines the artificial intelligence, machine learning and Internet of Things to automate the things which will make the industry more progressive and it will result in better efficiency.
You belong to Himachal Pradesh.
Yes, sir.
Who are the tribals there?
So the tribals mainly consist of such as Kinnars in the Kinnaur district, then the Lohalas in Lahol Spiti. Other than this, the Gaddis and Gujjars are the main tribes of Himachal.
Now, I wonder if you're aware that a couple of years back, Shimla was a water-stressed city.
Yes.
But not overnight, but over the course of 2 or 3 years, it has been transformed and it has now become a kind of learning lesson for others on water conservation. What did they do? What did Shimla do to resolve this issue of water scarcity?
Sir, the main point highlighted was that the use of water harvesting is made compulsory for the residential as well as the commercial places such as hotels. And other than this, also the steps related to the drainage system were taken. These are the only steps I could recall.
Right. My final question to you, citizens' charters, have you heard of this?
Yes, sir.
Which country did it originate from?
I am not aware of it.
Okay, tell me what does it stand for, citizens' charter?
So citizen charters, with respect to an organization, it gives the details which are very helpful for the citizens to know about that organization, how the grievance redressal works in that organization and other aspects of that.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Aryan,
Yes, sir.
you play cricket.
Yes, sir.
What is the difference between a swing and a spin?
Sir, swing happens during the fast bowlers bowling, and spin happens in the when spinners ball. The main difference is with respect to the air force drag that occurs on the ball. So in swing we see that, for example, if we take the example of a normal swing, then the air friction happens in two different directions, like one on the polished side and one on the rough side, which creates the ball, helps the ball to swing.
So ball turns on which side, shiny side or rough side?
So the towards the shiny side it gets swing. So
What theorem explains this?
so Bernoulli's principle explains.
And does Bernoulli principle also apply on a spin?
Yes, sir, it applies, but there the Magnus effect applies in the spin.
Which effect?
Magnus effect.
Magnus effect.
Yes.
What is Magnus effect?
So Magnus effect occurs on a rotational body. For example, the ball is rotating on its axis also when it's bowled by a spinner, whereas the swing does not rotate on its axis. So it occurs on the rotation of the body. That is the Magnus effect.
And also because of the pitch.
Yes, sir, pitch always helps.
All right. What is the effect of integration on the dimension?
Integration. Sorry, sir, I am not able to understand the question.
If there is some feature in a two-dimensional body, and if you integrate it, how many dimensions you will have in the answer?
Sir, I am not getting what you are asking.
If you integrate x square,
yes, sir.
x square dx integration, what will you get?
It will be x cube upon 3.
So what dimension increases or not?
Yes,
It becomes from x
Power
square to x cube.
yes,
A two-dimensional body changes into three
3
dimensions.
dimensions. Yes.
You have been doing maths Olympiad.
Yes, sir, in my class, +2.
Did you study Vedic mathematics?
No, sir.
No?
No, sir.
Do you feel there is any need to make a formal education in Vedic mathematics?
Sir, actually, I have not any information related to the Vedic.
You don't know anything about Vedic mathematics. All right. All right. How many types of anthropology have you read? Have you studied?
Anthropology is mainly read with respect to the socio-cultural anthropology. The second, I would say, biological anthropology. The third would be the with respect to the genetics, and fourth, it includes in itself also health and nutrition part.
Isn't there something called linguistic anthropology?
Yes, linguistic anthropology.
So how do you study languages in different parts of the world, and what connection in that way you can think between Sanskrit and any other language?
So languages are considered like there is an anthropologist who told about to study language in its parts, like the sentence should be broken in the parts and then studied. So in this respect, as with respect to Sanskrit, the Indo-European languages and the Sanskritic languages have a common source of the history, but we are not yet sure about that common source. So I think that's.
Do you know which language in the world is very close to Sanskrit? What is the unique feature of Sanskrit?
I'm not.
The Dvivachan in Sanskrit is not there in any other language. Okay, last question. How many Lagrange points are there between three celestial bodies?
There are 5 Lagrange points between the celestial.
And what is the difference between L1 and L2?
Sir, L1 is between the two bodies, whereas L2 is located on the far side of one body.
The capital of your state, apart from being a hill station, tell me 2 events that happened there, important events, one pre-independence, one post-independence.
Sir, pre-independence, I would say there was a Dujjam movement in the 1906 in Rampur Bushahar.
Something connected to India's independence.
Sir, the Shimla Convention of the 1914.
What? Sorry?
Shimla Convention of 19.
Convention or conference?
I'm not sure, sir.
When did it happen and what was it about?
Sir, it was with respect to the Treaty of Sagali then signed between India and Nepal, which ceded some of the areas of the Nepal.
I'm talking about India's independence.
Lord
Wavell held a conference in 1945.
Okay, 1940.
Tell me.
I cannot recall at this moment.
All right, post-independence?
Sir, the 1971 after 1971 war, the Shimla Convention which happened,
What happened?
and I'm not sure now. Shimla Convention.
1972 Simla Agreement.
Shimla, yes. Sir.
What was it about?
Sir, I do not know the whole integrities of this.
All right. Now, anthropologically speaking, how did the discovery of fire impact male-female relationships?
The discovery of fire led to the humans making us feel that we can control the nature, which led to the male persons mostly going for the outside work and female at the home. So it was with relation to the patriarchy also we see that the invention of fire because if a male person goes outside he could bring that for example a meat which could be cooked. So with respect.
In India, why are places on the hills called hill stations?
I don't know.
All right, last two questions. You applied for the National Defence Academy,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Why should we have a National Defence Academy and the Indian Military Academy? What's the difference?
I'm not sure of this and the difference.
Where is the
between
National Defence Academy located?
I know only about the IAS that is in Dehradun.
But I asked you about NDA.
I do not know, sir.
Air Force Academy,
Uh,
Indian Naval Academy.
sorry, sir.
All right, last question. You mentioned something about esports. What's an esport?
Sir, esports is any sports which is played on an electronic device like the mobile or.
You know, sitting and playing something on the mobile, how do you call it a sport?
Sir, it's a sport because it happens in a competitive way between the
What's
two
the difference
teams.
between a sport and a game?
Sir, sports usually happen for the competition results, and whereas game is played for the casual or like for entertainment.
Would you call chess a sport or a game?
Sir, I will call it as a sport if it's played between the two.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Aryan, you come from Bilaspur, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Bilaspur is one of the smallest districts of
Yes.
Himachal.
Yes.
You know that, okay? So, and these small districts were created so that administration is better, administration could have better outreach, you know?
Yes, sir.
But nowadays, in terms of outreach, the government has all this digital media. Everything is digital. All the services of government are being delivered digitally. So, does now small district concept has any relevance?
Sir, I think that outrightly rejecting that we should make small districts for the better administration or not, it should be mostly done on the case-to-case basis. Because even though technology has
Give me some like parameters on which it should be classified.
so like if we can say that there is a tribal population in any state, so that district could be carved out for better administration because
So you mean to say that tribal districts should be separate as compared to districts which don't have tribals?
no, sir, not like complete separation. Like in Himachal, if we see that Kinnaur and Lahore, so these are under the tribal areas also. So it helps in better administration in that way because all of the district have come under the tribal sub plan under the 5-year plans.
Okay. So and also you are from Himachal. Okay?
Yes, sir.
One of the main economic activity of Himachal is apple.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and apple industry is facing a lot of problem these days.
Yes.
Okay, so suppose you are made one of the senior officers in Himachal Pradesh administration. So what will be your priorities in order to tackle the problem of farmers, apple farmers?
Sir, the first major problem is coming with respect to the climate change that is happening. Like recently we also saw that the snowfall did not happen. So these type of changes are hampering the So the possible solutions could be like we see in Jammu and Kashmir there is a high density area program like this, something name is this, like high density area plantation is the name of that program, which is increasing the apple cultivation in Jammu and Kashmir. So that can be applied. Second, I would say that the technology help can be taken, like the Internet of Things, which should
Exactly how?
Sir, because like if we apply Internet of Things there, so it tells about the requirement of the apple crop to the farmers at that real moment, which will help in
The government of India is already doing that, no?
yes sir, it's practiced in Kinnaur, but it's practiced in very minimal area of that Kinnaur, which can be increased to other parts also, like in the lower districts of Mandi and Kullu, where it can be more employed.
Okay. Yeah, let's move to the question, the area of your academic qualification, which is mechanical engineering. Nowadays, everybody is talking about hydrogen vehicles. Okay?
Hydrogen batteries.
Hydrogen vehicles.
Yes.
No? So, in terms of energy density, hydrogen as a fuel has much less density as compared to diesel. So, the tanks have to be very large.
Yes.
Will it not deteriorate the efficiency of transportation?
Yes sir, hydrogen with respect to the transportation, it's an issue for the
And why everybody is talking about hydrogen?
Sir, I'm not sure about this, but I think that that is made with respect to we are constructing near the ports. I'm not getting that name for hydrogen, so that's why I think. But in terms of why we want to increase the hydrogen fuel-based economy, is that with the clean energy we get from the hydrogen. So that's the major point for adopting it.
Okay.
Thank you. Aryan, your optional is anthropology.
Yes, sir.
From anthropological perspective, analyze tribes in Himachal Pradesh.
Sir, with respect to the anthropological perspective, if we go to the historical perspective of that, so it's said that the Austroasiatic tribes of the eastern India, they have been shifted to the Indo-Gangetic plains after the Harappan civilization. So these are currently the main tribes of Himachal Pradesh. So the second would be with respect to the socio-economic indicators of the tribals, which are not as par with the normal population of the Himachal Pradesh.
Aryan, so many lives existed on earth. Why humans became so powerful?
Sir, I think the bipedalism helped humans, which led to many changes in our posture as well as the economic life, which led us to the powerful. The other could be when humans have invented the fire, it helped. The third would be the discovery of agriculture. So these are the steps which made humans more powerful than other species.
From previous 100 years, what's the most important discovery according to you?
Sir, I think with respect to mobile phone, it's the most important discovery in last 100 years.
Mobile phones.
Yes.
Okay. You tell me, what is socio-cultural anthropology?
Socio-cultural anthropology deals with the society as well as the cultural perspective of the different societies. So it's let us see in the concept of culture relativism, where we could judge others' culture not from our own eyes but from their perspective.
You worked as a business analyst.
Yes, sir.
What kind of tools you used?
Sir, mostly the work is on Microsoft Excel only, but other than that SQL was also used.
How you analyze a business?
Sir, business analysis is more related to the data driven, that how data comes, and with respect to that only how the business can escalate or how it can make progress. And so that aspects are taken care.
Okay. Lastly, tell me impact of Kadambi Srinath on Indian badminton.
Kadambi Shrikant, I think that when a void was created after the 2001, after the earlier years Pulela Gopichand, and after that Prakash Padukone came, and after that a void was created which I think Kadambi Shrikant had failed on the Indian badminton.
Gopi Chand came first or Prakash Padukone came first? You said Gopi Chand came first and after that Prakash Padukone?
No sir, Prakash Padukone came first and then Pulela Gopichand. I think actually I have not seen badminton more. I play it more on that. So.
Thank you, Ayush.
Now, your assessment, how have you done?
I need to read more with respect to, like sir asked, with respect to defense more and other areas also, like in Himachal and badminton.
So, Aryan, very often, the aspirants make this mistake. They think that it's a question answer session. You ask 10 questions, you get the right responses to 9, you'll get 90%. Doesn't work like that. It's not a question, it's not a test of knowledge as such. It's a test of your officer-like qualities. Okay? So, what is on view? What is being assessed? One is integrity, so don't guess. If you don't know it, you don't know it. Conceptual clarity, logical thinking, balanced opinions, lucid exposition, all these are there. Self-confidence and poise, and awareness of yourself, of your district, of your state. Now, I'll give you one example. I asked you about IR 4.0 and I said, okay, in maybe 3 sentences can you capture? And I'll tell you also how to go about it, so that in the end you'll be able to give these crisp to the point responses. This term was popularized by Klaus Schwab, founder of the World Economic Forum, in 2016. First sentence. It indicates the blurring of the lines between the physical, digital and biological worlds. Second sentence, definition covered. Some of the groundbreaking technologies include artificial intelligence, gene editing and advanced robotics. Right? 3 sentences you've covered. But if you give the answer like the one you gave, you left out very significant areas. You did not define it. For instance, blurring of the boundaries. That is the key issue. So what you do now, you've got plenty of time. Use it to your advantage. Take 100 of these A4 size sheets, 100 or 120. Think of all the questions that come your way, right? They'll come from your DAF, current events, subject, job. Once you've made that question bank, then sit down and on each topic attain mastery. And then reduce it to 4 or 5 bullet points, like these bullet points, in order of priority. And then practice. Practice before a mirror. Or you can get yourself videographed, or you ask somebody to videograph you while you are doing this. About the appearance, you have to be very clear, and you have to see to a few things so that the impression should be that an officer is walking in. Hair neatly combed, clean shaven, tie should come to the middle of the belt. Stand up please. See where your tie is going. It's leaving a big patch uncovered. Please sit down. Socks should match the color of your trouser and should not have anything written on it as of now. Shoes should be absolutely shiny. They should reflect your face. Voice modulation, not an even monotonous tone. Show some passion. And if you are asked, why do you want to get into the civil services, and you come up with the stereotyped reply, diversity, etc., it doesn't cut it. Show why you are passionate about it. Say that I have had a look at the diversity of career options available to me. It seems to me that this is the one in which I will make maximum public impact. Right from day one, I would be interacting with the people one-on-one, listening to their problems, attending to their grievances. and later on I'll be able to help in formulation of public policy. Impact. That is what should be the heart of your answer. Diversity you get in 100 different jobs. And please avoid saying also, you didn't say it, but a lot of people have come here and said it's my parents' dream and all that. No. Nothing of that. It should show your maturity that this is what I want. I'm desperate to get it. Why? Because I want to change the lives. I want to be part of India's growth story. Right? So you have everything going for you. You're such a promising candidate. First time, and it's an achievement. First attempt. Young candidate you are. So you have to show some energy. You didn't have your lunch. Show that passion, that energy, that yes, this is what I need to do. Best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
All the best.
All the best.
All the best.
And that passion to serve people must be reflected in your answers as well. Not only in terms of your emotions, not only in terms of your voice modulation, but also something which could demonstrate that you actually care about that. So think of, for example, I asked you the Apple thing, no? Yes. Okay, all these things. No? So your answers must be very unique and attractive to the people and must be real. Okay?
And it's a formal interaction, so don't say okay. All right, sir. Thank you, sir. If you have told something, thank you, sir. Like that.
Okay?
Right, best of luck.
Good.
Thank you, sir.
You are young, you will make it.